Alright, so I was asked, what are my thoughts on Sergey Kovalev versus Andre Ward? It goes down tonight, Las Vegas, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Pay-per-view. Get it. It's going to be a good one. Get it. It's worth every penny. Get it. Now, I was asked what my opinion is on who's going to win and why and all that stuff. I got to call my man back because I was busy at the time. And I told him I was going to get back with him. Andre Ward, here's my opinion on him. You talking about a man that started boxing at 8 years old, which is the minimum age that you can start boxing, which means this guy was made for boxing. He was born to be a fighter, and he started boxing as soon as he was legally able to at the age of 8, and he has never lost a fight as a child, as an adolescent, as an adult. He is a winning fighter. He has not been beat at all in the amateurs or the pros, not even once. His professional record is 30-0. 30 wins, 0 losses, 15 knockouts, 50% knockout rate. This guy's very, very technical. He's very patient in his fights. He doesn't waste punches. He's a technician. My opinion of Andre Ward. Now, I'm going to go into his record a little bit. You know, some people would speculate, well, who's he fought, blah, blah, blah. Just because a guy isn't a really big name doesn't mean that he's not an excellent fighter. Let's get that straight first and foremost. Just because we don't really have many household name boxers nowadays, all right? It's only a couple of those guys. So stop it with all of that stuff, with the branding and name recognition and all that. I'm just going to go back like 5 years. Over the last 5 years, up until tonight when he fights Sergey Kovalev, Andre Ward has beat Alexander Brand. He's beaten Sakio Bika. He's beaten Bad Chad Johnson. He's beaten Carl Froch. He's beaten Edwin Rodriguez, Arthur Abraham. And if you're a boxing fan, these are all recognizable guys who can fight. Sakio Bika is considered a journeyman. He fights a lot. He's got a few losses, but these are hard-fought losses, man. This guy goes at it, and he's a competitor. He will test you. He's that journeyman that you put your guy in to see if he's ready for the next level. And Andre Ward, he beat him. Unanimous decision. No contest. Everyone he's beat has been unanimous decision or TKO over the last 5 years. Now, we can dig back a little bit further than that and look at some more of his record. But, I mean, come on. Let's 5 years. Last 5 years. It's pretty much the blueprint, and everything before that looked exactly the same. The guy beats everybody. He beats them definitively. It's no contest. Even with what's my man name? The guy he fought last, Sullivan Barrera. Pretty decent fight. I liked it. It was a technical fight. 2 really good fighters in there. And at the time, Sullivan Barrera was undefeated. Andre got him out of there, unanimous decision. As the fight went on, it was no contest, man. And the guy was outclassed. Just like everybody else, Andre Ward is typically a slow starter, you know, for lack of better words. I wouldn't call anything about him slow. I think he's just patient. He's meticulous. He's crafty. And he takes his time with his fights. He's a technician. The guy's been fighting since he was 8 years old and hasn't lost. It seems like he would be a step above pretty much anybody he gets in there with that kind of history. That's my opinion on Andre Ward. So you could take from that and tell that I'm pretty confident in this man going into this fight. I've seen him unravel a little bit lately and bark at some reporters and things like that. But that could have just been the frustration of answering the same questions over and over. Who knows? 48 hours from a fight, you know, yesterday and, you know, 2 days ago. And he lost his temper a little bit and snapped on some reporters. But it happens, you know. Other than that, at the weigh-in, he looked great. He was excited. You know, he's extremely confident. He's the Andre Ward we know and love. And I'm looking forward to seeing this tonight. I'll give you my thoughts on Kovalev next. As if it even matters. I'm going for the USA guy. I'm American. I have seen nothing in this man that says he cannot win this fight tonight. So I rest my case on that. To be fair, I chose Andre Ward, but to be fair, I'll mention Sergey Kovalev. Now, we talked about records. Andre Ward 30-0, 30 wins, 0 losses, 15 knockouts, 50% knockout rate. Now, Sergey Kovalev, the Russian, he has 30 wins, 0 losses as well, with 26 knockouts. Now, he might say, well, Rob, how do you pick Andre Ward over this guy? They got the same win-loss record, undefeated, and Sergey's knocked out all but 4 of his opponents, which is 11 more than Andre Ward. Well, I say this. Andre Ward's my guy. I gave my reasons why I picked Andre Ward. I have nothing negative to say about Andre Ward. And Andre Ward's the American. I'm going for the American. Of course, I'm an American guy. Get out of here, man. I'm going for him. But in all fairness, Sergey Kovalev, when I watch his fights, I'm almost equally as impressed. I'll admit that. But Andre's my guy. Now, Sergey Kovalev has fought some really good opponents as well. One of my favorite fighters, Bernard Hopkins, he beat Hopkins. But on that list of people he knocked out, Bernard Hopkins is not on that list. Bernard Hopkins lasted the fight, and Bernard Hopkins was in his 40s when he fought Sergey Kovalev. So, big props to Bernard Hopkins. We all know, if you're a boxing guy, you know what his accomplishments have been and what he means to the sport. So, who else do we have? Blake Caparello's on Sergey Kovalev's defeated fighter list, as well as John Pascal, who he fought twice. Now, the John Pascal fight, one of them went the distance for a decision, and then, I think the first time he TKO'd John Pascal, then they had a rematch, and that one was a decision. So, with that being said, we could go back and forth about the records and everything. Once again, there's some fighters who aren't recognizable names on both of these guys' records. However, they were good fighters with really good records. But you're talking about 2 fighters who are going to fight tonight who are upper echelon, and they're a step above the majority of their competition. Obviously, the record shows it. If you watch the fights, these are not fights that are throwaway fights. These are really, really, really good fighters. One from Russia, one from the United States. We got that rivalry there. We got the undefeated rivalry there. They're both champions. Somebody's going home with a rack of belts. This is going to be a really, really good fight. And Andre Ward is signed under Rock Nation, Jay-Z's company. So you get an opportunity to see another promotion company make some strides and some progress in the boxing industry. And let's see where things go from here as boxing emerges itself again with a lot of the transitions that are going on, and we're trying to get the sport back to a place where it's appreciated the way that it should be in America and abroad. I'll see y'all tonight. Get the pay-per-view. It's worth every penny. Get it, get it, get it. Peace.